Good afternoon, respected principal sir, my seniors and my classmates. Today I am going to discuss about the constitutional morality. First we'll be seeing what is a morality. Morality is a balance between what is good and what is bad, what is right and what is wrong. The behavior or your character is it's what it decides your goodness or badness. So that is what the actual morality means. It comes from our social backgrounds or political backgrounds or economical backgrounds. So that is what morality. Uh, we can term the first constitutional morality was termed by George George Grote. He is an English jurist in England. He in his book or his 12 volumes history of Greece, he coined first the constitutional morality. According to him, what he says is every citizen has to respect the constitution and constitutional body, and the constitutional body has responsible to protect the citizen rights, and every citizen has the authority to question the constitutional body. um, that's it. Then in regarding to our Indian constitution, Dr. Ambedkar in his Constituent Assembly debates on part 7 from November 4, 1948 to 1949. It was recorded by the Lok Sabha. I got from that debates. He mentioned George Grote's words while he was while he was debating in the parliament. Um, the same he gave the same meaning like everyone has to respect the constitution, and the constitutional body has every citizen has the right to question the constitutional body. And missing one more point. Okay, so we'll proceed. That from that we can bring the constitutional morality into our Indian judiciary system. The first case was decided. The first case was the first judge's case, that is S.P. Gupta versus Union of India in 1982. Here, in the descending judgments, it was by Venkataramaya. It was he said that the Chief Justice of India can be appointed by legislature or the executive. That is what the constitutional morality. The first term we heard that from in our judiciary is the S.P. Gupta versus Union of India. And the second thing, sir, I have to refer.
Yes.
Islamic Academy of Education versus State of Karnataka. This is regarding to the admission process and admission process of the backward students. What the Supreme Court have suggested is you can administer your as your wish, but you have to follow the moral principles of admitting the backward students also. So this is the second case which was in 2003, sir. Next one is Naz Foundation versus Government of Delhi. It was a constitutional. The question was the constitutional validity of Section 377 under Article 21. So here, what the Supreme Court has decided is the popular morality is or a public disapproval of certain acts is not valid. So popular morality is not valid more than the constitutional morality. So the state interest is state interest or the state interest is not more than the constitutional interest. So we'll go to the next case. Sir. Justice K.S. Kuppuswamy versus Union of India. That is what is popularly known as Aadhaar case. So in here we have the right to privacy. I mean we can't tell our name or address or our biometrics to others. So what the Supreme Court has gave the judgment is you have the absolute right to privacy under Article 21. So this is also one main related to constitutional moralities. Next one we'll go for Government of NCT Delhi versus Union of India. This is in relation to the powers of the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi. It is also called as second basic structure doctrine. This is the first time we are hearing the second basic structure. The court have given the name like this morality is like a second basic structure. So here the Supreme Court has decided constitutional morality is not just the form of procedures, but it enabling framework allows society the possibility of self-wellness. So here what the Supreme Court says is constitutional morality is not in the papers, but in actual what we are doing that and what we are reflecting is that is the constitutional morality. So we'll move to the other judgments. Indian Young Lawyers Association versus State of Kerala. Here, according to the customs of the temple, women between the age of 10 and 50 are not allowed into the sanctuary sanctum to worship. So some women approach the Supreme Court, they want to go and worship also. So the Supreme Court have given a judgment according, because it involves a religious sentiments there and a constitutional sentiments. But in this individual sentiments is religious sentiments are not what the Supreme Court has given. Religious sentiments are not more than the constitutional sentiments. So constitutional morality should be upheld, and it allowed people to go and worship into the temple. So we will go to the next one, sir. Navtej Singh Johar versus Union of India. It is the protection of LGBT community under section 377 of the Indian Penal Code 1860. So what the Supreme Court has done is it partially struck down the section. The court not guided this. What the apex court held is it is not guided by majoritarian view or popular perception. We can't take our popular perception or majority how they are seeing this problem, but we have to see it. It's guided, but we have to be guided by constitutional morality.
So how do you conclude?
So one more thing also. Joseph Shane versus Union of India. In this section 497 had been struck down by what the apex court says is criminal laws must be on constitutional morality. These are the judgments where our constitutional morality was mentioned by the Supreme Court. So we have more the challenge. We have the challenges of this constitutional morality also. The first challenge is it is nowhere defined in the length and breadth of the Constitution in anywhere except in Article 19.2, sir. Article 19.2, Article 25 and Article 26. So there is no measurement of this morality. How we are going to measure? We can't measure that. The third challenge is it comes in between the separation of powers. Like we have separation of powers: legislature, executive, and judiciary. So how they feel is the judiciary is coming and mingling with the executive powers. So that is also one more challenge. And so the power to impose reasonable restrictions lay with the legislature. So this constitutional morality, by its judgments, it is mingling with the reasonable restrictions by colliding with the executive and legislature also. So I want to conclude. So by conclusion, we should have a measurement. What is a constitutional morality? How it has to be? It has to be defined. First one is it has to be defined. Second one is we should have a measurement of that. There should be a yardstick. Now the third one is the people have to be given a knowledge of their basic rights. The fourth one is the media has to play. The media, like mass media, paper media, has to play a major role in enlightening the morality of the constitution to the citizens. Yes, thank you, sir.
Muhammad Reza.